Well, I wasn't going to do a review tonight, but then I went, oh yeah, hang on, my clothes for work are in the wash, and I need to wait until that finishes so I can throw it in the dryer before I go to bed. Yay! So I've got like half an hour to kill, and what else have I got to do with my time? So, this is something I got a while ago, and it is a, let me just bring up the thing, something mini Titan. Okay. And what this is have you ever heard of the toy line Tobots, which is robots but with a T at the beginning instead of the R? It I don't know if it's Chinese or Korean or some Asian of some variety country transforming robot toy series, and they're really big and chunky and rounded out for kids. They're actually really cool. So when I saw not just this set but another one, I saw them both for like maybe £8 each, £6 to £8 each. I grabbed one of each. So we're going to do the first one. And this is made up of two components, which are this little yellowy cubey thing and this little intercity one driver, two-seater, well, it's probably four-seater, but you know what I mean, little coupe-ish kind of thing. So these are clearly, you know, little Japanesey cars. Now, before we start, the paint on this and some of the colouring might be ruined, and that's my fault. I'll get into it when we get a bit further on, but that's my fault. So we've got these two neat little cars, and they have the wheels that turn. Everything's all nice, and they have the wheels. And where are we? This little weirdo symbol. On the originals, there'd be like a keyhole, and you're supposed to have like a key, and you put it in there, and that's what unlocks the gimmicks for each part so that you can transform. Same as that's literally got the hole, but it doesn't do the stuff. And that's what it is. That sort of little key thing unlocks it all. It's quite clever, you know, quite clever thing. And these are big and chunky. Thank you for trying to fall over camera. I really appreciate that. Good job. I have the reflexes of a sleeping jungle cat. So here's Road Trap in the middle of them. So both these parts are probably a good deluxe size. Yeah, probably a good deluxe. Let's transform them, shall we? Okay, so we'll do this one first. And this isn't rocket science, because once you stand it up, you've kind of got an idea of what you need to do. Okay, so we're going to get this bonnet and windscreen part. Do you have to do that yet? Yeah, you can do. And we're just going to get that loose on dreaded double hinge. Now we're going to do the most difficult part, which is pop this side section loose. Can you get this? Yeah, this whole sort of like section here also folds up. So we're going to get all this, not including this bumper bit, loose. And it clips on there, and they are quite tight, and as you can see there's like little marks where everything's stressed from trying to like flex into it. There you go, on tab. So even that's like marked where it's stressing. Come on. Untap, untap, no, don't, not from you. You, there you go. Okay. So all this lot's sort of untabbed from each other. It's a big exploded mess. Huzzah! Now you extend these. There you go. Awesome. And there. Awesome. Which give you a bit more room to play with all the stuff on the back that just sort of sits there. And then you bring this whole piece down on the hinge here and flip out the heel. Huzzah. Bring that down, flip out the heel. Fantastic. And there, and yep, bring these down just on the back here. There we have some legs. Awesome. Okay, so this piece here, which is this side panel on a peg, and there's a spring because it's supposed to sort of like move around slightly due to the transformation. You're like, it's sort of angled so it slides down, and then the spring is to push it back into place. My one of these, this panel wouldn't go in straight, and it's wouldn't go in flush like that one, and it still doesn't. So I opened it up, I had a look, and there's a piece inside that I thought, oh hey, that's loose, I'll just glue it together. I tried gluing it, and the glue I was using is the worst glue I've ever used for anything even vaguely intricate, and it just ran everywhere. So I've had to fight that, I've had to use like nail varnish remover, I've had to do all sorts of things. I've had this piece apart, I've accidentally snapped off that entire peg. I'd glued the spring to it, so I've stretched the spring out and had to try and twist it back into... It's not been a good time, alright? But I've just about got it to the point where I can still transform it. So, we need to get this side panel, which is this piece, which is attached to this on the inside. We need to get this piece from under the front bonnet, and it connects just there. So we're gonna pop that loose. See how it's all come loose? Then rotate it out here, and then on this hinge, bring it out to there. Okay, see, that's not so difficult, is it? And then on the side I broke, because I'm an idiot. And yeah, the nail varnish remover and all that kind of stuff has just kind of like tainted the colours. You see how it's not quite the same colour anymore? That's my fault, it's not the figure. So push that loose, this whole thing out, and rotate it down. Yeah, see, that's quite a damning thing. See how this is a lot more white? That's the same thing. And this hinge is now a lot looser. Maybe I can floor polish it. I wasn't panicking about it until I made sure this was working. So like I say, this actual peg inside here snapped clean off. I've not even been able to drill and pin it because I can't find my drill. I've had to just, it's not been a good time, alright? So got these out to the side, which are the arms. Fantastic, great. I'm going to bring the head up, and apparently these are supposed to sort of spread out a bit, these sort of ear bits, but they don't. They just sort of flop around a little bit, but they don't like fold out properly. Fine. Then you fold this up, so the bit where the arms were connecting before, under the front bonnet, then goes into this gap there, at which point the back of the roof section and the back door will just want to drop down, fold that panel up, and then we use that space there and this connection here to combine them. But first we're going to bring the camera up a bit. There we go. So we'll bring it there and push. No. Stop fighting. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. Just got to try and make sure all these sort of kibbly car panels are out of the way. There we go. And there we have him in robot mode. And he ain't bad. Can't fault it. It's not bad at all. If you want to take these apart, there's a button on the chest here you've got to press to unlock that connection to pull it out. First time I did it, I just sort of pulled it out because I'm an idiot, but no, there's a button there. This bit. And yeah, that I need to do something with, but at least it's all holding together, which I'm quite grateful for. I mean, I don't know if you can see how mangled that spring is. Let's see if we can get that detail. Yeah, see how mangled that is? That was me. Head's kinda bland, but it's fine. Like I say, these are supposed to sort of spread out, but they don't. I think any of the messed up paint, like possibly these, are my fault, so I'm not going to blame the figure for that. Plus, you can always tidy that up if it bothered you that much. But he's just quite nice, actually. He's really nice. I mean, a little bit messy from the back, but we've seen worse, surely. So he's got forward and backward, which are kind of weird angles, because instead of being like, straightforward, it's kind of that kind of angle. But it's not bad. There's a swivel. Bear in mind, I'm being very gentle with this one. There's a hinge. Nothing in the rest, but fine. Nothing in the waist use of transformation. Head turns. Probably get 360, but I ain't doing that. Leg goes about that far forward. Would go... Well, only goes that far back. But has a bend at the knee. The ankle due to transformation can go that far forward. Can't move the toe on its own, but you can fiddle with the heel if you like. And the legs, bear in mind there's these big skirty bits in the way, do actually go out as far as the skirts will allow. But again, it's a weird, chunky, kidified combiner out of two random vehicles. That's cool. I'm sorry, I don't care who you are. That's a cool idea. I wish there was a thigh swivel, but again, this is kind of simplified for kids. I don't want to make it too complicated, and I understand why they don't want to make it too complicated. Size comparison, there's Battle Slash. So this guy is easily Voyager now. What have I got lying around? Transformers Robots in Disguise, the new one. Warrior Class, Sideswipe. So easily Voyager, getting on towards a small leader. Have I got a Voyager lying around? Well, I've got this guy. Yeah, easily Voyager. They're quite big indeed. So yeah, I do like him. Considering this is the one that I kind of broke and have had to fix, and therefore has an endearing part in my heart now. Endearing part in my heart. Makes sense. Imagine what the one I didn't break is going to be like. That's interesting for you. So yeah, I might have to tighten up these ankles and stuff, just do a couple of screws, things like that. Nothing fancy, but So yeah, I think I'm going to call it a day there. I was in work early this morning, but only for 3 hours, which was a bit pointless. I came home, I chilled out for a bit. I didn't sleep last night, pretty much. I may have got maybe an hour or two if I'm lucky. I don't know if it was hot or what was going on, or if I don't trust my alarm to wake me up. But I just couldn't sleep last night. It was awful. I ended up leaving my room, coming downstairs and trying to sleep on the chair because I thought it'd be cooler and comfier. It wasn't a good day. So I went to work 3 hours, came home. Work wasn't actually that bad. I was killing it at work. I thought it did really well. Came home, chilled out for a bit, and then found out that my dad had fallen down the stairs. My dad's reasonably old. Let's be fair, because I'm quite old. My dad's older still. Makes sense. Think about it. And apparently he's broken his hip and collarbone. So that's good times. But because I'm working pretty much all day tomorrow and a good chunk of Friday, I won't be able to visit him until Saturday. So but he should be fine. Apparently he was pumped up on morphine and he was trying to chat up the nurses. Don't really want to see that bit, so I'm all good. I don't know. This is second-hand from my sister, so I couldn't tell you what exactly was going on. But yeah, as far as I know, he should be fine. He's just going to be, out of action for a while. But yeah, it's fine. Oh, it's too hot and I'm too tired, and I'm just wasting time until this washing machine is finished, and then I'm going to put it in the dryer and go to bed. Because So anyway, I should be ugly. I should be wretched. I shall see all of you in the next one. Bye.